go over all the streaming options, players you want to stream for tonight, Monday, February 8th. Let's get into it. As the season goes on, right, there will be more and more players getting injured, and more players getting rest. So it's important to stream players. For example, perfect example would be Thaddeus Young. With all the injuries going on for the Bulls, right? Thaddeus Young can give you top 60 value. So you are way better off just streaming the spot versus, holding on to a guy that might be a top 100 guy for the whole season, but in the short term, you just have more guys on the waiver wire that's going to give you more value. Let's look at the first game, the Rockets versus Charlotte Hornets. A lot of guys out on the Rockets, so a lot of usage opening up. Even Eric Gordon is going to sit out tonight. And on the Charlotte Hornets, Devontae Graham. So on the Rocket side, the guy, I think with the most upside is Jae'Sean Tate. Due to his Cousins, actually. Cousins is the one. And if this man gets 30 minutes, his efficiency is rough, both field goal, free throw, and turnover, but giving you a lot of other stats. Rebound, assist, steal, blocks. Fill up the stat sheet, and as long as Wood is out, this guy is a must roster. You must roster him. He has, I don't know, top 50, top 60 upside at least. So go grab him until Wood comes back. Even in 20 minutes, he's really, really good. And then after Cousins, the guy I'm more interested in is Jae'Sean Tate, due to his, he has pretty good defensive upside. Okay steals guy, but can really give you those blocks. PJ Tucker, if you need some steals, although this season he hasn't really given you those. Over the years he has. And Victor Oladipo is probably gonna go off this game. And other than those two guys, Jae'Sean Tate and Cousins, everybody else just really kind of low upside. They don't really score that much. They might go off for a game, but not consistent. And they don't really get that many defensive stats. And on the Charlotte side, LaMelo Ball is just going to get all the minutes with Devontae Graham out. One guy, the only guy worth streaming, honestly, is Miles Bridges. He's been playing better and better. The minutes is there, the opportunity is there. It's just, when he gets out there, can he perform? The problem with him is, he's somewhat efficient, but he's not a good assist guy or steals or blocks. So a little bit points and some rebound, that's it. Cody Zeller should be already rostered. Malik Monk, if you want to take a flyer on him, but his only value is really points and threes. If you need that, you can take a look at him. The next game, the Raptors and the Grizzlies. OG is still out. So in the short term, Norman Powell is, and obviously on the Grizzlies, all those guys out. So a lot of guys you can stream on the Grizzlies side with a lot of good fantasy players as well. And on the Raptors side, Norman Powell is a pickup with OG out. Maybe even when OG comes back, Norman Powell is going to have some value. I just think if the entire squad is healthy, Norman Powell is not. He really struggled to start off the season. Once everybody comes back, I think he's not going to play this high minutes. He should be averaging 15 points. I believe he can do that. But I just don't think he can average. He averaged like over 20 points and like 1.5 steals last week. He's not gonna do that. If you can sell high on him. Chris Boucher is probably already rostered. And after that, after Norman Powell, nobody is that interesting on the Raptors side. Nobody really had that high upside. But on the Grizzlies, it's a lot of guys with so much upside. DeAnthony Melton is out, right? So if this man gets 30 minutes, he's really scary. Brandon Clark is also out, so you want to stream Xavier Tillman, right? He should be still getting 24 minutes. He has good upside because he's efficient. He can get you the steals and blocks if he does pop off. Same thing with Tyus Jones. This man in 25 minutes averaging 5.8 assists and 1.3 steals. He's a mini TJ McConnell. With DeAnthony Melton out, he might get 2 or 3 minutes. That's like maybe 1 assist and 0.3 steals. So maybe he can get 2 steals and give you 7 assists. That's really, really good. So I'm interested in these two guys mainly. And Desmond Bane, can give you pretty efficient, give you all around stats, but none of those guys are gonna get huge minutes like 30, like a Thaddeus Young. The only guy I'm interested in is really Xavier Tillman and Tyus Jones. Uh, for mainly for stocks, for Tillman and Tyus Jones for assists and steals. Let's move on to the next game, and just gonna quickly see if anybody gonna have a back to back. If they do have a back to back, it's even more valuable. You use one acquisition, you get 2 games, and you know depending on how many, actually Rockets and Golden State Warriors have a back to back to start off the week, and San Antonio Spurs. So those three teams, it's even more better. It's even better streaming. The next game, the Wizards and the Bulls. Westbrook is gonna sit out, and on the Bulls, a lot of injuries. And as I mentioned, Thaddeus Young plenty of times. He's a must roster. In the short term, he's top 50, 60 guy. Really, really strong. Give you those steals, rebound, good field goal, and some assist even. So with Russell Westbrook, the thing is everybody, is sucking on the Wizards. Other than Bradley Beal, obviously gonna take, close to 30 shots again. Ish Smith is the guy you want to stream. He, for example, has probably more upside than Tyus Jones. He might push up to 30 minutes. Right, I would pick Ish Smith. If I want to stream assists, I want to do Ish Smith over Tyus Jones. Davis Bertans is another guy. He's been playing really, really bad. But play 20 minutes, he can give you 5 threes. Really, you only really stream him for threes. He's a pretty good option here. And Alex Len really popped off. So if you really want somebody with high upside, he only played 8 minutes. So be careful. He might just only play 8. Or he can't. He had the potential to play 30 minutes and maybe pop off. So if you need some big man stats, you want someone with high upside, you can go pick him up. But just beware, he might just give you nothing. So high risk, high reward. And on the Bulls side, Thaddeus Young is a must pick up. And I think guys, Patrick Williams you can't really stream him for the week. They don't really have a full game weekend. They don't have a back to back. They do have they have a 3-game week. Yeah, they only have 3 games this week. So it's, you can't just drop guys like Patrick Williams on Saturday and stream some other guy Saturday and Sunday. Patrick Williams has been playing really, really well. You want to pick him up. Same thing with Garrett Temple. Be getting a lot of minutes, and Otto Porter might play. So that not as attractive as I thought for Garrett Temple, but Patrick Williams is the guy. And Satoransky, he played 27 minutes last game. Again, another guy that could potentially give you assist, but his upside is probably not as high as Ish Smith. That's it on the Bulls side. Let's move on to the next game. The Timberwolves, worst team in the NBA versus the Mavericks, and this game might be a blowout. D'Angelo Russell is questionable, but either way, Anthony Edwards is probably the guy with the most upside in terms of getting you those points, and nothing else, and low field goal probably. Ricky Rubio is another guy that could potentially give you a lot of assist, but and steals. Those are just 2 categories. Nothing else. And Naz Reid, he played really well last game. So, and Karl-Anthony Towns is doubtful. So him, even Jared Vanderbilt, even though he's been only getting 20 minutes, in 20 minutes he can grab you 6 rebounds and 1.2 steals. So you still want to stream him. Pretty good defensive guy, efficient, and grab you those rebounds. Whenever you're streaming, really, you just stream guys just streaming guys that either the categories like the really value a lot, like the steals and blocks, or you stream guys, specialist, getting you the assists, getting you the rebound, getting you the blocks either. There will be, I don't think on the waiver wire there'll be like 2 category specialists, because guys like Brook Lopez with the 2 category specialists is already rostered pretty much, or even steals and threes, for example. That's like a Justin Holiday that I can think of. So if a guy is, really strong in 2 categories, TJ McConnell, all those guys are probably already rostered in 12 teams, catalog leagues. It depends if your team, if your league is a taco league or not. If not a taco league, those guys are probably already rostered. So really, whenever you're streaming, it's maybe you can get like 2 category and efficiency usually. But the counting stats, it will be hard. Maybe points and threes another good combination. On the Maverick side, I'm more interested in, Maxi Kleber. He's also kind of like a 2 category thing. Hit some threes, grab you some rebound, and most importantly, blocks. Right? I think right now in the top 200, there are only like if you can block 1.5 shots, that's already like top 12. There are a lot of guys in the NBA that blocking over 1.5 shots, but like half of them play 10 minutes a game. So if you need a little bit other stats, Maxi Kleber can give you that. Give you some rebounds and threes, and his minutes been trending up. Dorian Finney-Smith give you the like all around stats, and Josh Richardson, if you need some points and threes mainly, he's become that guy, and a little bit of steals. Like he will have more steals than your traditional 3 point like a Joe Harris, probably just like point 0.5 steals. So Tim Hardaway Jr. is probably 0.5. So that's the appeal with Josh Richardson, is that he's gonna give you a little bit more steals versus other 3 and point specialists. With everybody healthy, that's all. That's about the only guys you can stream on the Mavericks. But Mavericks got this guy, Jalen Brunson. Whenever he's a really really good assist guy. Whenever Doncic is out, whenever that happens. The next game is the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. And I talked about earlier, Warriors have a back-to-back. But it's not like Warriors got guys that I'm like very interested in. Wiseman is out, Looney is out, Eric Pascal is out. If Kelly Oubre gets dropped in your league, I will for sure stream him. If Andrew Wiggins gets dropped, for sure. And Wiggins shouldn't really get dropped. I understand, like people like to shit on Wiggins, especially in category leagues. But on the Warriors, he's been averaging 0.5 steals is really bad, I admit. But he's been averaging 1.3 blocks. That's really really valuable. People might not look, oh wow, bad free throw. 18 points, it looks empty, but he's giving you 1.3 blocks. Just think about like who's averaging 18 points or averaging 1.3 blocks. There are probably like 5 or 6 guys like that in the league. I understand his field goal is bad and his steals is really low, but he should be a better steals guy. And I don't think his free throw, I understand it's bad like 65%, but he should be a low 70s guy. He should improve, in my opinion. So he's really, really good. Draymond Green, sure. If he somehow get dropped, for sure, pick him up. He might be a little bit sell high. He got like 4 steals or 6 blocks or 6 steals, 4 blocks the other day. So crazy numbers. CT's assist number has been way up, but he's become that guy, giving you only assists and steals, not much rebound, low points, and a lot of turnovers compared to a TJ McConnell. There's Warriors squad. Ken Bazemore a couple years ago, a pretty good defensive guy. If this guy gets 20-30 minutes, I'm interested in streaming him, but just at this point, guys like Damian Lee getting 25 minutes is really not interesting, not really giving you anything. And on the Spurs side, if somehow Derek White is still out there, you must pick him up. Only averaging 0.4 steals and 4 assists, there's room to grow. He can average 5 assists, and 1 steal, and over 1 steal and over 1 block. That is some scary numbers. Combination of 5 assists, a steal, and a block. I don't know how many guys in the league are doing that. Can give you 5 assists, a steal, and a block. There aren't many guys, giving you 1 steal and a block. On top of that, 5 assists. Maybe Harden can do that. Harden is a pretty good defensive guy, can get you some blocks. Another guy I can think of is Fred VanVleet. He's averaging 0.7 steals, but blocks. But I think that should that should go down. Eldridge is out. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Jacob Poeltl is another guy must stream if you need some big man stats today and tomorrow. Eldridge might be he might miss a week. We don't know. He's old. So in the meantime, Poeltl, and they have a back-to-back coming up. So you must. So these 2 guys for this week. Derek White, long-term you should roster him, and Jacob Poeltl, you should for sure roster him for today and tomorrow. Let's go to the next game. Cleveland Brown and Phoenix Suns. Larry Nance Jr. out. Yeah, this guy. I mean, obviously, I was saying this guy is sell high. Now he's gonna be out for a couple of weeks. I think it's no IR for sure. Drop him, and with IR, sure you can put him in there until someone else on your team gets hurt. There you drop him, right? I mean, I'm perfectly okay with dropping because Kevin Love is coming back soon, and he was averaging 2.4 steals, which was never gonna stick. So you can drop him. And on the Suns side, a lot of Jay Crowder is out, Darius Harris is out, so there'll be some minutes opening up for some guys. And I think with Larry Nance Jr. out, it's good news for both Andre Drummond and Jarrett Allen. You know, those two guys should already be rostered, no problem. But power forward, I doubt they'll play on the court together. You know, I really doubt that. So they still kind of eat into each other's production. But if you add up their average minutes, okay. But because Jarrett Allen was on the Nets, okay. I don't know. Actually, Cavs would stack them playing together. Maybe they will. I don't know. But I think Taurean Prince is the guy I can think of. And if Kevin Love is dropping on league, and if you're doing quite well, I think it's time to pick him up. He has really good rebound upside, and he's pretty rare because he grab you a lot of rebound, give you decent assists and threes. Yeah, Taurean Prince is the guy. It's a multi-category. Can give you some defensive stats. Can hit some threes. Can grab some rebounds in the short term. But if this game he doesn't play 30 minutes, like I wouldn't be too interested streaming him. But obviously Larry Nance is out today. And on the Phoenix side, really, because their starter is basically taking all the shots, usage, rebounds away. And there's really nobody coming off the bench that I'm too interested in. The only guy is maybe Cameron Johnson, but he's not giving those defensive stats. Give you like some threes, some efficiency, but that's about it. So not interesting in any Phoenix Suns guys. And then next game, Milwaukee Bucks versus Denver Nuggets. A lot of injuries still on the Denver side. On the Bucks, Dante DiVincenzo, you can stream him for steals. Bobby Portis, you know, it's not for everybody, but if your team needs good efficiency, so his efficiency is not showing up here. He's shooting 55%, playing only 21 minutes. Points is okay, but a lot of rebounds and even steals this year. He brought the steal, 0.9 steals. That's fine. As a power forward, I would take it. You know, that's 0.9. If you do a ranking versus other power forward, it's not bad at all. You know, it's not bad. And then he's getting some blocks as well and low turnover. He's not for everybody, but he's worth at least streaming for sure. DiVincenzo, it's all about the steals. If you need steals, you can go for him. And on the Denver side, hopefully Michael Porter Jr. can play 30 minutes again and see how he does. Will Barton, you know, he's been getting huge minutes. You can stream him, but he doesn't really have one category that stands out. A little bit points, as you guys can see. A little bit rebounds, 3-point pull assists is nice, better than 3.9 rebounds. A little bit steals and blocks, and efficiency is okay. Paul Millsap is another guy. He is no longer getting those huge defensive numbers, right? A couple years back, he's a really good fantasy player because giving you those defensive stats. He's no longer doing that. But these are the only two guys, and Monty Morris. If you need just a little bit of assist and some points in efficiency. Let's move on to the next game. Oh, that's the last game. OKC and why they say LAK instead of doing LAL? They're the Los Angeles Lakers. Interesting. Round Roto. On the OKC side, a lot of guys out. Even Theo Maledon is out. He might miss for a week, so you can. I think you don't have an IR. There's no point holding him. Darius Bazley, I still think he has the potential. You know, he grab you a lot of boards and give you a lot of blocks. The efficiency, rough. But because the upside with blocks, right? Hopefully, let's see if he can get those blocks. The steals is almost non-existent. That sucks. But I look at his blocks potential. He's got the potential. I would stream him. I would stream Hamidou Diallo. And this man produces every time. And a pretty good defensive guy as well. This guy produces whenever he gets minutes. Isaiah Roby, is he questionable? Yeah, he's also out. And Mike Muscala is also out. So Kendrick Williams is another guy. I think he's a pretty good blocks guy. You can also stream him, but the guy that I'm most interested in is Darius Bazley and Hamidou Diallo. On the Lakers side, AD is doubtful. So you definitely stream Kyle Kuzma for points and rebounds. He can give you that. He might pop off for a 20-point game. I wouldn't be surprised giving the high minutes. It's also good news for Harold. Maybe he get more minutes, more rounds. But everybody on the Lakers, there's no one that really can give you all those defensive stats. So when that happens, then they don't really have that much upside. There's no like one category specialist that I'm interested. That's it for all the games. See you guys later.